Yeah, that's nice and flush right against the bottom. Our gap, this is where that black piece is going to go. But you can see across the top, I got about 2 inches up there. And there was a lot of this. So I sanded that down most of the way. We'll clean it up. You can see I've burned through already. So good, we'll clean that up and we'll get some more gel coat on there. Alright, this one's going to be a pretty good challenge here because you can see all the, really it's the snots as the gel coat was starting to gel up. Yeah, we got all these snots, just not really on this end. The other end isn't too bad, but got a little bit of sanding going on here. So like I said, we need to finish probably this much of it. The rail comes to about here, so let's go ahead and sand it up and get it ready. I think we're going to start with some 220 on this one. Let's find the 220 first. We're going to go ahead and start with some 120. That's our 120. I made pretty quick work of this. A little more aggressive than I would have liked to have gone with, but it was a mess, so we got it. So we're going to go back to our 320. Okay, that's it. All it's left now is we go ahead and buff it out and wax it. And we can finally say that we're done with the finished gel coat on the deck. We're still going to have to do some repairs underneath to the hull and to the back here. But the furniture that we built is now all gel coated. And as soon as we go ahead and we buff and wax these, everything will be good, ready to go. All right, before we put the sides on, we figured we'll try to take care of these. You know, the width of the side, you're hardly ever going to see these, but I figured I'll take the opportunity to give it a try and see how we can blend them. It's going to be a little off because I know well, here's a good example. This is our white. This is the original white, so this is a little grayer. But we'll give it a try and see how it looks. If not, I'll get some tint and we'll tint it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our little Dremel and we're just going to see if we can clean some of these cracks out. Now these cracks aren't really deep, so we just want to really get them cleaned out a little bit. Yeah, you want to make sure that there's no loose pieces that are going to chip off, and that we actually have enough room to get the gel coat down in there. Gotta remember our rubber rail is gonna go on here as well. And that looks pretty good. We got a couple spots up here. Now again, these are probably going to get covered up with trim pieces. That'll definitely be covered up. Now we also have a couple challenges back here, because we got this one which is just going to be a Gelcoat repair. But this one right here is going to be a little different because this is actually a hole. So I don't know. Let's see if we can grind it out with this. Basically what we have to do is we got to expand this so that we can put some glass in here. We're going to have to put a little bit of glass. And it's starting to rain. Now you can see, I mean, it's not much, but it's something that we can actually grab onto. And you can actually hear the rain. And of course, no cover. We haven't put that back on after the little hurricane. This is actually a crack here. I don't know if there's a lot we're going to be able to do with that. Alright, so we got the spots we're going to do our touch up and our patching in the back, sanded, ready. Finally stopped raining. Sun's out. Big hat because we don't have the tent on there yet. But first thing we need to do is wipe down this stuff with some acetone, and then we'll go ahead and we'll mix up our vinyl ester with some chop strand and maybe some camisole, thicken it up a little bit. And we'll do those two patches in the transom first, and then we'll do our gel coat. Let's go. We clean this out a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and patch this up, and we're going to patch this up, and we're just going to use some chop strand and some thickened epoxy and some thickened resin. I can't believe I'm still calling it epoxy, but yeah, we'll get that taken care of. Let's get it wiped down. Too, but we'll do them again before we put our gel coat on there. All right, let's go mix up our resin and we'll get this filled in. Okay, I'm gonna have to put on my respirator here, but basically what we're gonna do is, you're not gonna be able to hear me talk, so I'm gonna put in about 8 ounces of resin into here. We're going to mix that with some chop strand. We have some cabasol. I also have some glass beads here still. So we're going to mix that up just so we make it a little thicker. We're going to, of course, the chop strand is going to help hold everything together. And then we have some regular chop strand that we'll throw on there as well. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put my mask on and I'm going to start mixing this stuff up. You always want to make sure that you're wearing a mask or respirator when working with this stuff. The chop strand's not so bad. That's like rice. The cabasol, it's really an aerosol. I mean, this stuff is so fine, and it's silica based. It's not good for you. Same with the glass beads. Obviously, you don't want to inhale glass. All right. Let me get on this.
What are those clothes piled there?
Before. Sure, that's going to cause some excitement somewhere down the road. Okay, that's our 8 ounces. That's about what we're looking for right there. We definitely have more than we're going to need. We got some Gelcoat with no wax I just mixed up. Alright, so we've got some Gelcoat with no wax that I just mixed up. I'm just going to go ahead and fill some of these cracks in a little bit. Yeah, I probably don't need to do this twice. These look like they're all filling in nice.